Show me what happened to Jay. Show me what happened to Jay. Show me what happened to Jay. Oh, wow. Hello and welcome. Today's reading is on Jay Slater. The Inquest has been released. So everybody on YouTube, especially there's one guy that I watch called Wax, and he's amazing. Go check him out. But he's very passionate about this. And he's done many videos on Jay, and what he talks about, it makes sense. And I just wanted to ask the cards, is the inquest true? Was it an accident? Because that's what they're saying. They're saying that it was an accident. It was of his own choice. He made his own choices to go in to the ravine, and there was an accident. Or was there foul play? So let's take a look. I'm going to start with Trisha's deck. Let's take a look and see what the cards have to say about the inquest. Was Jay Slater's death an accident or murder? That home keeps coming out. So we've got here media or social media. So his case has become big on social media. Home or search the house. I'll just leave that one for a minute because that keeps coming out. Okay, so Jay Slater's inquest says that it was an accident. Is this true or was it murder? Somebody's guilty. Secrets. There's secrets and they need to be exposed because somebody is guilty. Money involved. And that's really weird because when I watched Wax's videos, he talks about a transaction about Jay's bank account, and he talks about there being, it's about money. Was Jay Slater's death an accident? So here we go. Yes, he was missing and they were searching for him. Yes, drugs are involved big time. Or was he poisoned? Or was he drugged? Or did he take the drugs on his own accord? Okay. Was Jay Slater's death an accident or murder? Was Jay Slater's death an accident or murder? Oh my God. Look, it came out. Death card. Was Jay Slater's death accident or murder? Oh, look. Group involvement. Okay, I'm going to stop right there. And I'm going to pick up my deck. And see what comes out. Was Jay Slater's death an accident or murder? Was Jay Slater's death an accident or murder? My hands. Something was left behind. My hands. Something was left behind. Jay Slater's. Ooh, deals were made. Deals were made. Closer look at suspect. Now, I watched Wax's videos and he's amazing, so go watch them. And then after I watched his videos, I thought, I can't remember what readings. When I did the readings on Jay, I can't remember what the reading said. So I went and watched the 2 readings I've done on Jay Slater. I'll actually link them at the end of this video. go watch it because I was actually blown away. The very first reading I did on him, there was not much information about his disappearance. All there was that he was missing. That was it. There was no other information. And what I read on, because I used the tarot and my mystic crime, and what the reading revealed, my God, it's more or less come true. And these cards that are coming out, I seen them in the reading in the beginning. So it was 1 year ago. Well, over 1 year because it was in June. So jail time. So closer look at suspect, jail time. Someone needs to do jail time. Things are hidden. Things are hidden. Look, mountain came out. Things are hidden about the mountain. So was that true? Was that true about him going off on his own accord into the mountain? There was more than one involved. I did see in my other reading that the garbage trash came out. So something was disposed of. And this was evidence. And I want to ask, was Jay Slater's death, was it an accident or was it murder? Simple. Justice will be served. Was his death an accident or murder? Now I've got, in this deck, I've got two cards. Murder, accident. So I want them to come out. So was it an accident or murder? Was Jay Slater's death, whoa, an attack? He was attacked. Wow. What else can you tell me about this attack? Oh, you're kidding. I know you. I know you. What else can you tell me about this attack? Hang on. What else can you tell me about this attack? What else can you tell me about this attack on Jay Slater? What else? So, wow. My God, these cards just amaze me. So somebody is protecting somebody and they're covering up. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Poor Jay. And I just feel for his family. What else can you tell me about this attack on Jay? What else can you tell me about this attack on Jay? What else? Information and facts. So that tells me that there's more coming out. I got this in the last reading, I think, or the first reading I did on Jay, that there was violence and he was abused. So this could be talking about the attack. What else can you tell me about this attack? Ooh, a female was involved. A female was involved. What else can you tell me about this attack? Or, I just got then, the female knows more. She knows more. What can you tell me about this attack? Or that female was there. She's seen it. Oh, here we go. Money. It was over money. And the female energy. The female energy. Double confirmation. She knows about this. She could have been there. She could have seen this. This could have been when they were on the beach. And there's very poor video surveillance, so it's very hard to see, but there is a few videos circulating and you can hear voices and you can hear what they're saying. And she was there. The female was there. Jay was there. And 2 other blokes. Jay was definitely checked out on drugs or medication. A stranger. Maybe she knew them, but they were a stranger to Jay. Okay, so what else can you tell me about this attack on Jay? What else can you tell me about this attack on Jay? What else can you tell me? Oh, there's lies. There's lies being told. What else can you tell me about this attack on Jay? This come out before. It's a past criminal. What else can you tell me about? That makes me feel like it was done of a night time too. Oh. And the male energy came out. So beside past criminal, this past criminal is a strong male energy, older. I got this card in the very first reading. Okay, what else can you tell me? What else can you tell me about this attack on Jay? What else can you tell me about this attack on Jay? What else can you tell me about this attack on Jay? Then I'm going to, when the cards come out this time, I'm going to do another question. Okay. Mental illness. So this card makes me feel like Jay was not in his right mind because he was checked out. And I don't feel like he was aware of what was going on. Okay, so that's amazing what those cards revealed. Is the evidence the friends told about Jay Slater's death true? Is it the truth? Saying that someone needs to go to jail. They're not from the area. They're not from the area. Okay, so is it true the friends gave evidence? Is their evidence true? Oh, wow. Wow, wow, wow. 3 came out. So we've got secrets. They're telling secrets amongst each other. And it's telling me that they will be exposed. Death and endings around these secrets. So that's Jay's. And planned and organised. So his death was not an accident. It was planned. Right. So the friends were telling lies then. Let's see what came out then. It's a closed door when it comes to what they know. They're not opening that door. The cadaver dogs, I think the cadaver dogs were involved with finding J, fire. What does fire represent? Well, it represents endings, getting rid of evidence, putting an end to things. Okay, so the friends told lies then, is what Secrets Exposed is saying. Is this true? Did the friends tell lies about Jay's disappearance, about his death, about him being missing? Did the friends tell lies? Yes. Because he was abused. violence. He was attacked. Okay, right. We know that the friends told lies because of secrets exposed. There's secrets. Show me what happened to Jay. Show me what happened to Jay. Show me what happened to Jay. Oh, wow. You can't make this up. This is amazing. These cards actually talk. He was attacked. That's the second time I've seen that card. So he was attacked. And then what happened to Jay? He was locked away. He was kept behind closed doors. Look, jail is contained, isn't it? He was behind closed doors. He was contained. It was planned. He was organised. What else happened after that? I believe, from what the cards are saying and what the videos I've seen, that he was attacked. He was taken away, and obviously murdered. And then when it was the right time, they threw his body down the ravine. Because when everybody was searching, they could not find him. And if he went on his own accord down that ravine, they would have found him. Sadness and grief came out. Deep sadness. Okay, so what happened after he was put away behind closed doors? Oh, DNA. What happened? They're saying there's a bridge. I'm not sure if there was a bridge. What happened after he was put away? Oh my God, you cannot make this up. His body was moved. Exactly what I said. He was locked away and then he was moved. They moved his body and they put his body in the area where people were searching when everybody stopped searching and it was the right time. Something was left behind. I don't know if that was his phone, but they found something. Or maybe they found his phone. I don't know. But they made it look like an accident. It was a past criminal that did this. Okay, so his body was moved. Exactly what everybody's speculating, that it's lies. So his body was moved. He was put... Show me where his body was put. Oh. Let me just see if any of them cards came out. No, too many cards. Case closed, solved. Yes. I think it has been solved and people have gotten away with this. Okay, so show me where his body was placed. Where was his body placed? Yes, alcohol was involved. Where was his body placed? Yes, a team was searching near where he was at the B&B. And the person that did this, he could have been taken somewhere where he was staying near. Someone's guilty. Okay, where was his body placed? He couldn't see. He could have been blindfolded. It's saying he was buried. Or maybe they attempted to bury him. He was in sheer panic and terror. DNA contamination. Where was his body placed? Where was his body placed? Where was his body placed when it was moved from behind closed doors? Where was his body placed? Definitely, there was illegal activity going on. and this came out before, and we know that there was mountains, rocks, and water near where his body was placed. And there's a very evil person behind this. Corruption. Where was his body placed? Yes, I'm on the right track. And a knight is behind this. There might be two significant men. A knight is like 30s, 40s. 30s, 40s. Where was his body moved to? From behind closed doors. Yes, he was checked out. He was taken home, yes. His body was taken home, eventually, to Britain. But I want to know, where did these corrupt... Oh, look. That's a very similar scene to where his body was placed. In bush. There could have been a little bit of water there, like coming off the mountains. People are on the... There's somebody who's on the run. They got away with this. There's weapons involved. Drugs involved. And look. That's exactly what the scene looks like. Mountains, paths, bush, trees. Yes, that's where his body was placed. Wow. Amazing what the cards reveal. So I'm going to ask one more question. Will somebody get away with this? Or will somebody go to jail? Will justice be served? Somebody get away with poor Jay's murder. Is somebody going to get away with Jay's murder? There's corruption. Yep. It's been corrupted. Yep. There's secrets. Maybe they'll get exposed, or social media is exposing them, but whether they get exposed illegally, somebody did this with their own hands. I've had that card in the first reading I did. Oh, look, two people. Lovers. Female and male involved. It was organised. Same cards keep coming out. Facts, there's more information and facts coming out. What do Jay's parents think about the inquest? What do Jay's parents think? They think it's the truth. Oh my God. They're going to be happy with that because they think it's the truth. Social media and all the videos on this. What is social media playing a big role in telling the truth? Is social media playing a big role in exposing and telling the truth? Vanished without a trace. Well, he did at first, and it was unsolved. It's a mystery. Definitely is a mystery. Out of the area. Social media. What can you tell me about social media? Endings, death. Somebody's being protected. Why is somebody being protected? Why is somebody being protected? Oh, far out. You can't make this up. Because of money and a female. A female energy. Money. Wow. So, guys, tell me what you think about this and what, like, about the inquest and about the evidence that the friends gave. What do you think? And what do you think about what cards came out? Go check out the other 2 readings I did on Jay back when it all went down. I'll link them above, somewhere here where you can click on them. Also, these decks are available in the links below. My Mystic Crime and Trisha James's investigation deck, where you can purchase them. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.